playoff system. Do you think that's maybe a reason why Franklin left? Maybe he thinks he could win at Penn State, like actually win a title or be competitive in the title by going to Penn State.
Hmm.
I mean, 2 years is up. I mean, he knows right now that they're not competitive, even if they did have a chance. But the
Hmm.
Big Ten is notoriously uh, kind of a two team conference right now, really.
Hmm.
Ohio State and Michigan. I think maybe he had played a scheme. He could actually win at Penn State, maybe win a national title.
I can see that. I can see that. Um, you don't have to. I mean, the only things you have to really worry about is Ohio State and Michigan State, and maybe Wisconsin in a few years and stuff. And if Michigan can try to get themselves back, um, I think he does have an easier chance to win there. But it also depends on how does Penn State do the couple of years right after those sanctions are done. Um, if they can stay afloat after those sanctions, they probably could stand a chance, and they probably can still be right there. But if not, this could actually hurt them, and this could hurt him in the long run as well. So, but I do think that it is at least a pretty good move. He does have a better chance of making it to a big time bowl game than he did if he stayed in the SEC.
Right.
What do you think?
I think that maybe played a part of the situation that he has potential to probably win more. Like I said, the Big Ten isn't that deep,
Mm-hmm.
so he could coach up guys, right now while they're on this punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Get the scholarships back and maybe build an elite program. Then have a chance to compete.
Right. And they still got they got themselves a very impressive freshman quarterback, which is going to be a sophomore next year in Christian Hackenberg, which Penn State actually beat out Alabama for his services. So if they can get some recruits, and he has been known to be a very good recruiter when he was at Vanderbilt, going to games even in a helicopter. If he could probably do some of this act, and I think that's probably also what turns to the these younger guys here, the flash, the glitter, and all that stuff. If he can play that up, who knows? He might can still get some of those players out there and have them come to Penn State, and who knows? Who really knows here? So it's gonna be remain to be seen about what do they do. But I feel like that this at least is a decent move for them. Actually, he says that this is his dream job, and he is a native Pennsylvanian too. So maybe that's probably one of the reasons why he took this job as well. Here, so we'll go ahead and possibly take ourselves another break, and then when we come back, we'll get you updated on the NBA. And something else that also happened in the Baseball Hall of Fame, where we got one voter from from the ESPN networks that got his vote taken away. We'll be right back with the Gafford and Brown Show. All right, we're right back with the Gafford and Brown Show, and also here's some of the NBA scores that we have right now. The Dallas Mavericks are leading the Orlando Magic 91-82. We have an overtime game between the Knicks and the Phoenix Suns. The Knicks are up 98-95. Utah is up on the Denver Nuggets in the third quarter with 8:03 left. Also, some of the games that have just been completed. Toronto defeated Milwaukee 116-94, so no more tanking for them at least. Houston beat Boston 104-92. Boston's already in that tanking mode. Washington defeated Chicago 102-88, and San Antonio defeated the Pelicans 101-95. But now going on to the baseball diamond, and we have ourselves Dan Lebertard, where I guess the Baseball Writers of America have basically stripped his vote and have basically banned him from voting for life, and also taken away his membership for a year. And I think you had mentioned this during the break that he really doesn't care about
No,
this.
he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. Because, I mean, he's in a good place right now in his career.
Mm-hmm.
He has a hit show on ESPN. He's still one of the funniest guys in sports writing. Great radio show. The Miami Herald ain't going nowhere.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the guy's in a great place. He's untouchable at a point right now. ESPN ain't gonna fire him for what he did. So,
No.
I mean, he loses his vote. Big deal. He knew the ramifications were going to come. He knew what was going to happen. He did this probably with that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not shocked at what's going to take place. I think like I said, he doesn't care.
And I think Dan is one of those. He's one of those new age type journalists. Like, he was one of those guys that think outside the box. I know a lot of people don't like him because of his, of the nature of his shows, but that's fun. It sells, and guess what? We try to build ourselves a little bit in the way of that too. Like, not too many people probably want to hear stats and all that stuff. Like, well, such and such got this amount of yards, but so many people also want to hear opinions and stuff like that too.
Right, and it's not as reckless as say a Skip Bayless, but at the same time, it's it's fun, it's personality, and it's the same. It goes back to Peter King and those guys.
Mm-hmm.
They have personality because they force the same people and opinions down your throat every time they open their mouth. So
right,
they're just boring.
Right.
They're Lebatard. I mean, he's the same way, but at least he has personality. He has flair with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not secretly racist, or it's not coded. It's him. It's honest, and it's funny.
And the next time the Heat do anything in the playoffs, you listen to one of the rants. Anybody that's listening right now, and you ask me basically if you get a kick out of it, because I do too, and I'm not even a Heat fan. So there's that. Here, but some more stuff that's also going on in the MLB world. Looks like Alex Rodriguez has had his suspension dropped 211 games to 162, including the postseason. But looks like A-Rod is not going down without a fight. Yeah, it looks like he's ready.
I don't think this is going to bode well for A-Rod. I don't think anything's going to change. You?
No, of course not. I mean, we seen this on 60 Minutes. There was something on there where it was like some detailed messages right here, where you're talking about BBM messages and where did he get the shots at and stuff like that. So this isn't going to bode well for him. I mean, at least he should be glad that he got his suspension cut down 49 games. An extra 50 games by that. So, I think he should just go away, go quietly, just basically say, look, I'm going to take my suspension, I'm going to leave, and that's about it. But I guess how he kind of sees it is he's 37 years old, and a year away from the game, without that money, could probably mean something different for him too. So There's always that. Also, your beloved Chicago Cubs got themselves a new mascot.
I've heard nothing but bad things. Nothing but bad things I've heard. Forget a new mascot. Let's go to the playoffs. Let's get a World Series.
Why, if you're a historic franchise like the Cubs, why do you need a mascot in the first place? I'm just gonna be that honest.
Right.
If you're a historic franchise, now
the Yankees ain't getting no new mascot. Yeah, I mean,
now the only historic franchise I probably can think of that really works, that has a mascot, you can say the Red Sox.
Yeah.
With their green, I think their Green Monster. A few of them work.
The Green Monster. Somebody have a bird, don't
they? Of course we know the Phillies Fanatic.
Yeah, the Phillies Fanatic.
The Nationals got a bird, I think. The Orioles got a bird. Good bit of them have birds, I think. The Blue Jays have a bird, of course. Here, so yeah, there's that. There's that. But again, it's just, I saw this, I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Basically. It is just crazy here. Shifting things now to the rest of the world, I know you're enthralled right now about the new WWE network.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I'm still impressed by what they've done. The Netflix of wrestling. I'm really excited about seeing how this works out.
$9.99 a month for all pay-per-views in the past.
Back catalog. Then just $9 for every pay-per-view. I mean, I don't know many people that still buy pay-per-views, wrestling pay-per-views, but they're still expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're $50. That's kind of pricey. So, just to make this type of content now, $9,
mm-hmm.
That's pretty impressive. And at the same time, it's definitely showing how, I don't want to say that they admit to not being as good as it once was or big as it once was, but it shows that they're adapting to the time.
Right. And
I wonder what else is going to, what else is going to change? Would the NFL adopt something like that, or NBA? This opens the doors to so many possibilities. It's going to create people other content, other people look.
Right. If there's going to be, who do you think would be the first one? My guess would probably be the NBA.
The NBA, because the NBA has always been kind of forward with accepting digital stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would see the NBA doing it before the NFL.
Because I want to say the NBA was probably the first one that had the TV thing.
Yeah, the league pass, the network.
Yeah, the network.
Yeah, the network. They definitely. Yeah, I think that the NFL
which it wasn't that good at first.
Because I think the NFL network just turned 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. So then I think with the NFL network, it kind of made the NBA step up their game, and then you have baseball now too. So, there's that. But if they're gonna give every single thing like this, it's kind of to the point right now where who needs cable TV? Honestly,
that's a true conversation with that. You have streaming now. You have everything.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm not saying that if we ever make it to cable TV, please keep us. Please keep your TV sets and stuff though too. But Netflix, like you said, Netflix as well, this WWE network, and just think if the NFL can do it, and just think if the NBA can do it. Just think of what type of broadcast that you could possibly see. Old slam dunk contests, old finals matchups that you want to see. Michael Jordan's top 50 games.
Yeah, that's the thing.